Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Bachelor Nation's Jess Palmer has shocking net worth. Jess Palmer of Bachelor Nation has a pretty extensive resume. For example, he appeared on season 5 of the ABC reality television series back in 2004. Furthermore, when Chris Harrison exited the franchise back in 2021, it was Jesse who stepped in as his replacement. Factoring in the fact that he was also a quarterback in the National Football League for 5 seasons, a sports commentator, and a Canadian TV personality, fans of Bachelor Nation can only assume he's worth a pretty penny. What exactly is Jess Palmer's net worth as of 2024? Keep reading for the details. Bachelor Nation's Jess Palmer has shocking net worth. According to the Cosmopolitan, no one can say for sure what kind of salary Jess Palmer has snagged as Chris Harrison's replacement. Fans, however, can't make educated guesses based on the salary Chris had. Chris reportedly netted about $8 million annually as the franchise's exclusive host. This included hosting The Bachelor, Bachelorette, and Bachelor in Paradise. So the breakdown was roughly $2.6 million per show. Now there are a few factors to consider before using Chris' salary to determine what Jesse might make. For starters, Jesse is new, so it is unlikely he kicked things off making what Chris was making just before his exit. For starters, it hasn't been set in stone that Jesse will become the host of everything under the Bachelor Nation franchise. For example, Bachelor in Paradise is still playing with the idea of celebrity guest hosts as fans enjoyed it. If Jesse made exactly what Chris made, he would be looking at roughly $5 million for hosting Bachelor and Bachelorette each year. As mentioned previously, chances are pretty good the network did not bring a new host in offering him the same pay Chris was making just before his exit. The Cosmopolitan speculates Jesse is likely making $500,000 per hosting gig during his first year. So he would be looking at $1.5 million a year if he hosts Bachelor, Bachelorette, and The Golden Bachelor. Plus, fans suspect there would be an additional $500,000 if The Golden Bachelorette happens, and an additional $500,000 if they decide to sign him as the host for Bachelor in Paradise. His net worth before this salary. Now, Jess Palmer was worth a pretty penny before he landed the Bachelor Nation hosting gig. As of 2024, he was reportedly worth $8 million per multiple sources. So he is expected to increase his net worth by $1 to $1.5 million, depending on how many different shows under the Bachelor Nation umbrella he hosts in a single year. In the land of roses, heartbreak, and hot tubs under the stars, one man has managed to remain a constant presence through it all: Jess Palmer. Once known as the dashing Bachelor himself, Palmer has since evolved into the composed and charismatic host of the Bachelor franchise. But beyond the dramatic limo exits and tearful confessions, fans are starting to ask, just how much is Jess Palmer worth? The answer might surprise you. Jess Palmer's net worth is estimated to be around $8 million. And it didn't all come from handing out roses or saying, "This is the final rose tonight." His journey to wealth and financial freedom is a story that could rival any fairy tale love story on The Bachelor, except his cane with game day tackles, television deals, and a dash of Canadian charm. From glitter to glamour, Jess Palmer's road to riches began long before he stood in front of the Bachelor Mansion's iconic gates. Born in Toronto, Canada, Palmer first made a name for himself on the football field. As a quarterback at the University of Florida, he dazzled scouts with his athletic prowess and leadership. His hard work paid off when he was drafted by the New York Giants in 2001. While his NFL career wasn't Hall of Fame material, he mostly served as a backup quarterback. It gave him a solid financial foundation. NFL rookie contracts in the early 2000s weren't quite the eye-watering sums they are today. But Jess reportedly earned over $1 million during his 4-year career. After a short stint with the San Francisco 49ers and even a brief appearance in the Canadian Football League, Palmer knew it was time for a pivot. Little did he know, he was about to trade in footballs for roses. The Bachelor fame train. In 2004, Jess Palmer made history as the first non-American and first professional athlete to become the Bachelor in Season 5 of the hit reality show. Though his season was met with mixed reviews and he didn't end up marrying the woman he chose, Jessica Boland, it catapulted him into the public eye in a way no Hail Mary pass ever could. While contestants on The Bachelor aren't paid, leads typically receive a paycheck in the range of $100,000 to $250,000. For Palmer, this was less about the money and more about exposure. And it worked. His charisma, camera-ready looks, and ability to handle pressure made him a perfect fit for television. Broadcasting brilliance. Post-Bachelor, Jess Palmer didn't fade into reality TV obscurity. Instead, he took a sharp turn into sports broadcasting and began carving out an entirely new career path. He started as a college football analyst with ESPN, then moved on to become a regular contributor to ABC News, Good Morning America, and the Food Network. Yes, you read that right. Palmer showed up in places you'd never expect the quarterback-turned-bachelor to thrive. He hosted Daily Mail Tea, guest-hosted The View, and even lent his charming smile to the Holiday Baking Championship on the Food Network. It's estimated that these roles earned him $1 million plus per year at his peak. In the cutthroat world of television, Palmer proved to be unusually versatile. Whether discussing defensive formations or the secret ingredient in a Christmas cookie, he did it with grace and authority. The Bachelor comes calling, again. In 2021, Bachelor Nation let out a collective gasp when Jess Palmer was announced as the permanent host of The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, and Bachelor in Paradise after Chris Harrison's departure. It was a full-circle moment, like a contestant being sent home on night one only to return in the final rose ceremony. Palmer's deal with ABC for hosting duties is reportedly worth $2.3 million per year, a well-earned payday for someone who brings experience, reliability, and a familiar face to a franchise always teetering on the edge of chaos. He's hosted some of the franchise's most explosive moments, from fantasy sweet betrayals to live finals that left millions clutching their wine glasses. Through it all, Palmer remained steady, delivering his lines with calm authority and never flinching at the emotional wreckage around him. Branded deals and private investments. As Jess Palmer's public profile grew, so did his opportunities off-camera. He's inked brand partnerships with major companies, including fashion and lifestyle brands eager to tap into his clean-cut image. Though not as flashy as Instagram influencers, Palmer's deals are thought to be in the six-figure range per year. In addition, Palmer is rumored to be quietly smart with his money. Unlike some athletes who flame out financially after retirement, Jess is said to have invested wisely, particularly in real estate and media production. He also splits time between New York and Florida, and is known to own property in both locations, including a luxury condo in Manhattan that boosts his real estate portfolio significantly. Living the good life. While Jess Palmer keeps his private life relatively low-key, fans got a glimpse of his real-life love story when he married Brazilian model Emily Fardo in an intimate ceremony. The couple enjoys a jet-set lifestyle, from beach vacations in the Caribbean to romantic getaways in Europe. But don't mistake the glitz for recklessness. Palmer is all about balance. He once said in an interview that he never wants to be flashy, and that's probably why you won't see him flaunting sports cars or massive mansions on social media. His version of wealth is quiet, thoughtful, and built on decades of careful career moves. Final rose. Jess's financial legacy. So what does Jess Palmer's net worth of $8 million mean in the context of Bachelor Nation? It means that while others come and go in a whirlwind of drama, Jess has stayed the course. He played the game on the football field, then played the long game in Hollywood. He's proof that you don't have to win the final rose, or even stay with your pick, to win big in the end. Whether he's ushering in a new season of heartbreak or standing beside someone proposing on a beach in Mexico, Jess Palmer is more than just a host. He's a businessman, a brand, and a behind-the-scenes success story.